brings me to the end of life.
Only for the guap, I'm Big Sean back in 2012. Many had failed, but I survived. You can't say the same, you let niggas talk you out of it. You ain't built the same.
This is kind of crazy, but somehow Wisteria has like a consistent like 30, 40 players playing it. It's been who knows how many years since a meaningful update, like 2, 3 years. As far as I'm concerned, pretty much nothing changed. People just feel like playing this game again for whatever reason. I'm gonna be so for real, I left the Discord because South was turning it into a game that I was just completely uninterested in. To be honest with you, I really don't care for Wisteria. Or I don't care for what South is like. Anyway, I'm washed at the combat. I won't lie. Because it's been like probably a year since I've played this game for real. I will say, I think in terms of like combat, right? Like on a fundamental level, on paper, I think Wisteria's combat is like genuinely, maybe not well thought out, but I think it's a good system kind of, and it's fun. What I'm not a fan of is the fact that you can like block in the middle of multi-hit attacks, because if you do, okay, here's the thing with that, because if you do in this game, even if you block a multi-hit attack, there's a chance that it's gonna eat away at all of your posture and you'll get block broken regardless. Outside of that, I don't know, I like the combat system, I like the M1s. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can actually like perfect cast kind of. Like, you remember when like, you remember in verse 1 of Deep Vulcan, where if you like casted a mantra at the same time you M1'd, it would like move stack your M1 animation and the mantra animation? You can basically do that here. Like so. Another big issue is how I think they tried balancing it a little bit too late, mainly because of the fact that most breathings have like really big burst moves that do a lot of damage in a massive area. Cause Akaza's demon art, it's really cool. It's probably, in my opinion, it's probably my favorite Akaza rendition on Roblox. But the issue with it is that it's like the most brain dead ever. It's so easy to use. It's explosive. It does a ton of damage. And on top of that, it has like an iframe move. And the perk of being a demon in this game as well is that you already have like a natural defense, damage, and health buff opposed to every other race. So you don't have to worry about Slayer Mark or anything like that. And you don't need to breathe for your moves either, or you don't need to maintain a bar for your moves either, like Slayers and Hybrids do. I used to play like moon breathing, right? Because I decided to spend a bunch of Robux roll for Sujakuni on this slot, or this count. Switched off of moon. It's cool. It looks good. But the thing is, it is so slow and it is so it's so like breath expensive to use. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I'm on wind right now because it's the easiest ever to use, like just in general. Look, Cold Mountain Wind. This is the best ultimate in the game. Argue with a wall, and I will not hear from anybody else. I might be remembering this wrong, but they probably had to nerf the hitbox or something, because I don't know. I remember it having like a way bigger hitbox than it did before, but now it's not actually that big. It's still like crazy area denial though. If you get someone, even if you like, it limits their playing area. You can freely traverse through the big wind, but they can't. And that's the best part about it. Not to mention, right? It's just like a domain. It's pretty much a domain. You get someone into it and you could just start doing whatever you want to them, and they have to like, they're forced to block, because if they don't block, they'll take damage and they'll get shredded by the winds, right? Clean Storm Wintry. This move right here, it's super fast. It steals posture. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it steals posture and it gives iframes. Also, there is one thing I want to talk about. It's see-through world. I do not like this see-through world at all. Now that I think about it, or now that I'm returning after like 2 or 3 years, it's so dark, and it genuinely, I don't know, it might just be me, but it like gets in the way of fights because of how dark it makes everything and how the highlights or because of how South handled the highlights. I would much rather the old system where it was just like the limb silhouette. That was a lot better and a lot easier to manage. I know that the times are changing, but I genuinely prefer the silhouette version where it's just your limbs rather than this highlight thing. Also, not to mention the fact that old See Through World made you colorblind. To be honest, I would much rather be colorblind over this dark blue filter over my screen because I can't really see very well when the game is like this, believe it or not. I was rolling for a Komodo because I wanted sun immunity. I hate having to constantly hide under the shadows, but you know, whatever. This game is dead, completely deprecated, completely abandoned. South is working on an entirely new game as far as I'm concerned. Wow. Oh, why would you do that? This is not a fight you can win. Why would you do that? Like, see, bro, look at this. This demon is just droning the out. And it doesn't matter because of how easy it is to use. Oh, but I guess this demon isn't maxed out. Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway, because demons have crazy regen too. I keep forgetting about that. Did y'all play the Nethos playtest? I really enjoyed the out of the Nethos playtest. I think it was a breath of fresh air, if I'm being completely honest. Well, since it was a playtest, there didn't seem to be like a lot of build uniqueness or like any variety in how you make a build. Aside from passives, but then again, it was a playtest, so obviously things are gonna change. It's gonna get more content. I haven't played Deepwoken in years. I didn't play it since like, I think the last time I played it was during the middle of verse 1. Like, and I didn't even bother coming back for verse 2, so I don't know what it's like for real, but I have been keeping up. I think the ignition, or I think that authority union origin is like the coolest ever. I've always been a fan of the authority. If I'm being completely honest, dude, the authority is, I love me a little bit of roleplay here and there. I won't lie. I think it's fun to do stuff like that, especially on Roblox, considering that's kind of what Deepwoken encourages. I don't know. I just don't. I don't really feel like playing Deep. That's it. I like Deep. I think it's definitely improving. I just don't feel like playing it is all. I don't think this game was built to last long though. That's probably that's probably the unfortunate part of these types of games, especially Wisteria, because there's only so much you can adapt from Demon Slayer before you start having to do original content of your own, kind of like how Type Soul did, except they did they did a bunch of crazy media rips before they even ran out of material to adapt anyway, so I don't think it matters, I guess. But also, you can blame Cetro for that, because that was Cetro's approach regarding the second release of Type Soul and the third release of Type Soul. And now that the game is in Christie's hands, okay, this is probably really poor timing, but I don't think, well, this is really poor timing, like on Christie's part, because Christie having inherited Type Soul from Cetro, it feels like the game is kind of unsalvageable at this point. No, it's dead. There's tons of content that they can add, not really content, but tons of elements, weapons, abilities, skills, except like genuinely Cetro is probably the most harmful developer to have ever touched a Roblox game, or one of the most harmful developers to have ever touched a Roblox game. Now, what are we doing here?
I
How can I
am.
help you, Tony?
Here, I got a pizza for him. Here you go, Tony.
Everything looks tasty. Wow. Okay.
Come on, Tony. Eat it.
Right up.
So black.
Yo, there's bugs on that pizza.
Yo.
It can be.
Wait, wait, bacon. Wait, bacon. Wait. Hold on. Stand on that side of the door. Stand on
Yo,
that side.
Stubble. Just
Like a black
missed this
star.
You just want
Oh, story
attention.
of such-
You don't want my heart.
Yo, Stubble,